So this is going to be a big problem for Turkish Airlines. They want to make, it's going to be very difficult, I think, for our business and also for Turkish Airlines if this is not resolved urgently. And again, it's been going on since the 17th. They essentially need to be rescheduled on another flight. The customer is not willing to pay again for something that caused inconvenience, you know?
I see.
So what we need from our side is just a waiver fee code. Essentially, that waiver fee code is going to save your company. That simple action will save your company because the customer is not willing to buy a new ticket or extra charges and new flight charges. None of that. He feels he is right. It's also going to be a big problem for the airline because the public information provided. So again, do you need health form in order to go to Turkey from China as a British citizen? Yes or no?
For visa, you can't.
For health form, like COVID-19 test, do you need that if you are traveling from China to Istanbul? Is that a yes or a no?
So firstly, from traveling to Shanghai to Hong Kong, they must have a COVID-19 test within 48 hours of arrival.
Ask you, which airline is that with? Is that with Turkish Airlines or is that with Cathay Pacific?
The first flight was with Cathay Pacific.
Right. Now, Cathay Pacific, if it's a transit, it's important to understand the difference. If it's a transit, do you understand what transit means?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. If it's a transit, who gives that information? Does Cathay Pacific gives that information? If a customer is taking the flight on Cathay Pacific, who should they follow? Cathay Pacific information? Is that yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So now, if customer follows Cathay Pacific information regarding transit, not arrival, transit, what does Cathay Pacific say on their website? I can help you with this. For transit, it says no health form required. Okay, is evidence? This is on their website. Customer has sent you this information. So as we worked out, Turkish Airlines does not require. However, to get into Hong Kong, Turkish Airlines believes you need to get it. However, when you go to Cathay Pacific website, as a transit, not arrival, you do not require this. This information is provided. The back office needs to open their eyes and read. Because I say this customer has all the recordings, all the evidences, and they are going to create a short documentary about this experience. So again, it's not good for your company, and it's a matter of urgency because your management is going to be under fire for this. Again, this is going to be bigger because it's about misinformation. Cathay Pacific into Hong Kong as a transit, you can go on their website now, you can check, or you can look at the evidence the customer sent you. All the evidence is there. All we need is the waiver fee code so we can schedule the customer on the next flight.
Okay, firstly, have you contacted the agency support regarding this?
This is on behalf of the agency managing this case.
Okay.
So we have contacted Cathay Pacific. They have apologized. However, Cathay Pacific as well, there's a problem going on because the airport system or the onboarding system, there's some information going on which is not the same as the advertisement. So this is bigger. This is a big problem within the industry maybe. As we talk, the customer only can follow what is available. Transit to, as Cathay Pacific says, you do not need health form. The customer sent you the screenshot. what we need is people to read, because otherwise, when Turkish Airlines gets sued, they're going to pay the customer's operation, loss of time, not being able to work, and all the calls he has recording of, and I think we will support him. We will support him with what we know as well, because this is our customer. So we just need that waiver code, as I say, get him on the next flight.
Notification on the feedback. In that case, this feedback and the previous one will be reevaluated, and the press will be informed as soon as possible.
Right. Again, when you say we evaluated, the Turkish airline provided the incorrect information because they said you need to check with Cathay Pacific. However, I don't know if English is very bad for the back office, if they don't know English, because all the evidence is already provided. And they're saying check with Cathay Pacific, but we have already sent that information. Cathay Pacific has apologized. Jonathan, I believe he said it was. Jonathan apologized, and there's not much that we can do other than to sue Turkish Airlines, to make a documentary about it, and to contact the public relations officers and the embassies. Again, this is a big deal for us.
I understand. The previous feedback will be reevaluated, and regarding the current one, also that will be answered as soon as possible from our department.
Okay, when you say as soon as possible, what does that mean? Because as I said, the customer requires a recovery time in Istanbul before they can come back. This is a round trip. And our call is also recorded, just in case. Just to remind you, our calls are also recorded.
Yes, this call is also recorded by the Turkish Airlines as well.
Okay, so has
the case is currently in progress.
Can you make that a matter of urgency? Either the managers can speak.
I already did.
Excuse me?
I already did. Right. I already did.
Okay.
And the passengers will be informed as soon as possible regarding this.
Right. Again, as I say, this is important that someone who understands the industry, someone who's very knowledgeable, manages this, because it's not a normal complaint. You see? It's not a normal complaint.
Yes.
Because there's a conflict of information. As an airline, it's all about safety. You cannot have conflict of information. It's all about safety.
Naturally.
So there's a conflict of information across, because everything the customer followed as a transit into Hong Kong, it says you do not need it. However, the back office team, the onboarding systems, or whatever, maybe that has not been updated, or there's a different information. So, this is, again, if you do not contact within the next 2 hours, as the customer was saying, they will make a documentary, and they already have a Twitter page set up for you. And they want to also make a big deal out of this, so we don't recommend that.
For the answer timing, I can't say for sure. It might be the next 2 hours. It might be a couple of hours more. I can't say for sure, unfortunately. But passenger will be contacted regarding this situation as soon as possible.
You may contact the agency as well, because they are waiting for they have been also contacting you. So Turkish Airlines is pushing away everyone. So we have, the agency contacting you, the customer contacting you previously. The Turkish Airlines is pushing everyone away. That's not way to make money. Angry customers is not way to go forward. Making small money on angry customers is really bad for the future, because now this customer is never going to take Turkish Airlines again. So this is a bigger problem. If customers feel this way and he sends his story out there, people are not going to take Turkish Airlines. And it's going to create a big marketing around that. So we'll leave it
I
here.
understand.
We'll leave it here, unless
Yes.
you can transfer me to someone who can make the situation less than what it is already.
Unfortunately, I can't directly transfer you to our back office.
Okay.
In this
You
case,
can, I
you will
think you
need
can
to
send an
wait for an
email. You
answer.
can tell your manager, because your manager is there to make sure the company doesn't go underwater. So speak to your manager. You don't have to, he doesn't have to speak to me. I know they refuse, but your manager is there to make sure the company doesn't go underwater. So again, they should look.
She's already been informed regarding
Okay.
this.
Okay. Well, as I say, all the recordings are already available to the customer, and it's a matter of urgency. And please do your best. We'll end here. Sorry for wasting your time.
No problems. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that's all. I would suggest within 2 hour window, because they are staying in a hotel, and they can't be staying in a hotel in Shanghai forever. So let's just put that under know as well. And thank you for your support.
Thank you for calling Turkish Airlines. Let's try and answer.
Okay, bye bye.